This K&N air intake system is designed to increase power and acceleration by reducing restriction in the intake path. K&N 63-1129 air intake fits 2011, 2012, and 2013 Polaris Ranger RZR XP900. The 63-1129 air intake is not legal for sale or highway use in California or other states adopting California emission standards. Check knfilters.com for an up-to-date list of models this air intake fits and for a list of other CARB adoption states. K&N power testing showed an estimated power gain of 2 horsepower at 43.9 miles per hour with the 63-1129 air intake installed on a 2012 Polaris Ranger RZR XP900. Actual results will vary depending on the condition of the vehicle, mileage, weather, and other variables. The intake system includes components that have been designed or matched to the needs of these vehicles to produce a safe horsepower increase. Detailed installation instructions are included with this kit. The tools needed for this install are shown. Turn off the ignition and disconnect the negative battery cable. Remove the engine access panel from the cargo bay. Loosen the hose clamp securing the fresh air intake hose to the airbox, and then disconnect the fresh air intake hose from the airbox. Loosen the 5 airbox retaining nuts and release the retaining nuts. Depress the 2 locking tabs and then remove the airbox half from the vehicle. Loosen the 2 hose clamps securing the factory air horns to the throttle bodies. Remove the 2 bolts securing the airbox to the mounting bracket. Loosen the hose clamp that secures the idle bypass hose to the idle bypass solenoid. Remove the airbox half circle from the engine. K&N recommends that customers do not discard factory air intake. Remove the lower airbox mounting grommet. Assemble the heat shield mount onto the airbox mounting bracket. Install the rubber-mounted stud onto the heat shield mount. Install the silicone hoses onto the throttle bodies and secure with the provided hose clamps. Be sure the hose clamps are fully seated once tightened. Install the provided duckbill drain into the airbox. Install the airbox into the vehicle so that the stud protrudes through the hole on the bottom and the fresh air supply hose is installed onto the airbox tube. Then, install the lower mounting hardware, but do not completely tighten at this time. Secure the top of the airbox to the mounting bracket with the provided hardware, and tighten the lower mounting nut and hose clamp securing the fresh air intake hose. Place the 2 rubber washers between the heat shield and mounting bracket. Install the right side intake tube through the heat shield. Rotate 180 degrees. And then install into the silicone hose at the throttle body. Secure the intake tube with the hose clamp and hardware provided. Install the provided NPT vent fitting into the K&N intake tube. Install the provided idle bypass hose onto the NPT vent fitting, and then onto the idle solenoid. Install the left side intake tube through the heat shield and into the silicone hose on the throttle body, and then secure with the provided hardware and hose clamp. Install the K&N air filters onto the intake tubes and secure with the provided hose clamps. Install the airbox lid and secure with the provided hardware. Reinstall the engine access panel. Reconnect the vehicle's negative battery cable. Double check to make sure everything is tight and properly positioned before starting the vehicle. It will be necessary for all K&N high-flow air intake systems to be checked periodically for realignment, clearance, and tightening of all connections. Failure to follow the above instructions or proper maintenance may void warranty. K&N makes products for nearly every vehicle on the road. The K&N website allows you to search products by vehicle or dimension, download installation instructions, view dyno charts showing estimated horsepower gains for this product, and view product details. For information on where to buy K&N products, go to knfilters.com.